Well, it's 2 days after the snowstorm, so I thought I'd give you a tour of what it's like 2 days after a snowstorm. So I'm coming out of the house. The snow piles are, of course, here, as you can see. And they did a nice job in doing a berm on all the homes. It's a nice long berm. They also tear up some of the earth too. Can you see that? Some chunks of dirt and grass. And we round the corner going up the hill. Jan and I had to clear out this area of berm from what they did. And of course my car hasn't moved in a couple days. I used her car last night to go to CR up in Wade, and they had no snow. But here we go, taking a tour up the hill, and I'm going to take you to a place where you can see the Castle Crags really well. This is a burger place. That's their name. And there's a sign that says burgers right there. You see that right there? And he's a tractor. He does a nice job in the area, taking care of some driveways and such. And so this is the look going up the hill. And I'm going to take you to this home. I forget his name. I only see him in the summertime. But that berm goes all the way up. All the way up. But look at this freshly. No man has walked before. But I want to show you a view of the crags from his home. And we just have a peekaboo view, but he has spectacular view. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? I am so grateful for the Lord to being in this area. Sun's coming up. Doesn't reach our property until about 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the winter time, about 9:30 in the summertime. But it reaches the crags right away. Can you see that? Nice. Yes, beautiful. You can see where they harvested some trees there, right there. A little patch, and there's one up there too. Where is that? Right there. Not okay, but what they did in the past. So let's take you for the rest of the tour. This was going to be a causeway, and so they didn't go through. They're supposed to go out back behind there. They never did that. So a gentleman here bought this land and he cultivates it. There's a little gate there. It's a really sophisticated ladder to get up there. Can you see that? Anyway. You can hear the train in the background as I've been talking. We're not very far. Oh, there it is right there. Can you see the train going? There it is right there. Yeah. You can see it. In the wintertime, there's not a lot of leaves, of course. What a great backdrop. All right, I'm not going to bore you with the walk up the hill, but I will do a quick video of me walking up the hill, and then I'm going to show you the trail that goes down the hill. There's one of the guys who live up here. A lot of shade. A lot of shade. I'm not sure I like to live up in this mountain area. Too many trees. Too many shade. Too much shade. All right, there you have it. Well, here's where the trailhead starts. At these houses up here. You can see the pavement, blacktop that they have here. And it ends right there. So in the previous video I did with the time lapse, didn't want to bore you, but I think this is worth a full video going downhill from the mountain, the back way. Of course, this is another home that's nested in the mountains. You can see where they can get kind of muddy, especially with the snow and the rain. But this gentleman makes, carves out, I should say, bears. And I'll show you one they had across the street from the house that Simon got. But there was one of the bears that he carved out there. So with that said, we're just going to go down this trailhead. And I should have put my cleats on. A little carving that they did going down the hill. But we'll see how we can work this out. Again, this is the second day after the storm. Not a lot of snow in this area because of the trees. And you can see down there the railroad is tracks right there. A lot of tracks here from animals, of course, and some human. Gives you a nice view of the city and the town of Dunsmuir and the mountains that surround it in the wintertime because there's not a lot of leaves up there blocking the view. There we go. Little slide there. So we take this trail in the summertime too. It's fun. It's an easy walk, I think. Again, a little slushy here. It's about 34 degrees overnight. And so we're expecting another storm in 2 days. That's the forecast. And that means all this is going to turn to ice. So I don't want to be on the mountain when that happens. Maybe afterwards. Some of the landscaping here is just, there's the Sacramento River down there. The rail, that's the famous fishing hole in this area, where they supply the river, part of the river, with trout here. And I'll go by that when we get down to the bottom. You don't want to slip and fall down. You probably would certainly end up at the bottom. Most likely broken up and maybe even dead. So that's well, there it is. That's the famous fishing hole for Dunsmuir, the big one. I should say one of many. And if you come on up, I can show you a couple more. All right, so I'm glad to give you a tour of the area. Now we come into some area where there's a lot more snow on the trail. Not a lot of trees covering the trail. And here's where it starts. Oh. Should be able to get down here. It's slippery, but doable. I'm not sure how this video is going to turn out. Handheld, not a professional camera, but certainly this does the job to show you how we live up here and some of the weathering conditions that we have that make it fun to be up here. And thank the Lord that we can be up here and enjoy all the seasons. There we go. This is Butterfly, the last road to the mountain. And there we go, down. And that's where we came up. I came down right there. So I'm gonna go to the fishing hole, and then I'll end this video as we get into the back part of the community where I live. This is a one-way road, and you can understand why. It's very narrow, and even when they plow it, it's just certainly one way. They do use this occasionally both ways. When the first street is blocked, has happened a couple times, and so the community uses this. Kind of dangerous, but this is part of the fishing hole here in Buttterfly. Makes this curve. I'm gonna get on the inside of the rail. I don't want to fall in there. But see that quiet area here? That's where they drop the fish, and there's a lot of ducks sometimes here, even in the winter time, that just hang out. I guess we're well insulated to be in this environment. So I'm not sure this is a good idea to be on this side of the rail, but there's the back view of it. And of course, on the back side of the houses from Shearer Avenue, and I don't know what that mountain's called, but it's beautiful. Twisting in the sunlight like it is. There we go. A little more wide angle. Okay. Nice quiet pool area for fishing. Beautiful backdrop. Beautiful homes. Great area to live in. Again, thank the Lord that we're able to be here and enjoy this area. I'll have to exit this area. Oh. And of course, this is the area where people park. They go to the fishing hole. So you got to come from the direction where I'm coming from, behind me. So you have to go into Butterfly from Sacramento Avenue, back behind there, against this mountain drop here. So that's where we were up there, someplace up there. You can't even hardly see the landscape of the mountain itself with the trees and the leaves in the summertime, but it's there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, I'd be glad to talk with you about it. If you want to come on up in the summertime, or even the wintertime, I'll give you a tour of the area. How fun is this? All right, there you have it.